What up, world? Welcome again to another episode of the Entrepreneur Blueprint, where we get the absolute honor to interview amazing minds that have the audacity to bet on themselves. And this one, you need to stay tuned because we're about to get it skincare ready. Check it out. Welcome back to the Entrepreneur Blueprints. Man, dream motivates. Motivational speaker, entrepreneur coach. Honored to be there with Dr. Eric Thomas, E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher. And I got my sister finally in here. I thought she was going to run away. There was a couple of dips and corners, and
we made it.
We made it. We right here. And I'm super happy. Shout out to your amazing husband. He's here supporting you on your journey. And man, we're going to talk about it.
Thanks for having me.
And I appreciate it. Now, let's talk about entrepreneurship. I always ask this one question because I just want to get a base. I want to see where your mind is at. In your opinion, can entrepreneurship be taught, or is it in your blood? I ask everybody the same question, and I love hearing the answers.
So I have to say it's probably in your blood.
That's why I know you my sister.
You can be taught to refine. You can learn,
yes,
how to do the ins and outs, but it's got to be something deep inside. It's got to be something that keeps you up at night.
Exactly. I heard people say it could be taught. I'm like, I don't know.
You got to have that drive.
It has to be in you. Okay. So since you know it's in you, let's go back to the very first time that you felt like, you know what? I have some entrepreneur blood. For me, I'll share with mine, right? Mine was when my stepfather made me stand on the side of the road, and he was trying to sell barbecue plates, and it didn't work. And we were so embarrassed. I'm just standing there, and it kind of looked like we worked for food. That's why I didn't like it. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? This is terrible. And he didn't sell nothing. He was about to pack it up. I was like, Pops, let me see something. I said, how much you selling the place for? He said $10. I looked at the clock, and I noticed that around 2:00, it's lunchtime down the street at this store called Best for Less. If you're from Oak Cliff, y'all know what Best for Less is at. Shout out to Bodyview, W. Bushman, all y'all, right? Went down there, and I went down there with 4 plates. And I literally walked in the door, and I said, hey, who's hungry? Everybody like, oh, young blood, what you got? I said, man, I got them briskets, I got the plates, I sold all 4 plates, and everybody was like, yo, what, you got some more? I said, hold on. I came back, ran down the street, gave my dad the $40. He's like, how'd you do that? I said, man, I don't got time to be talking. I need 4 more plates. Ran down there, did that. Man, I'm sweating. Next thing I know, my father sat me down. He said, you know you just made $400 in 20 minutes?
Wow.
That was my moment. It's very vivid. And that was my moment. He said, wow, you got a gift, son. I was probably 12.
Yeah, wow.
What was your moment?
So my story is a little different because I ran from it.
No. You know me, you been having some brother and sister talk, so come on.
So I have to start off with my mom because I would say she was probably a serial entrepreneur, from real estate to travel to insurance. Oh, yeah. She did it all. And, that's what she did full time. And we got married and moved to Georgia, and I had decided that I was going to try making cakes. I tried making cakes. I've tried a couple of different things. And I really didn't think that I had that spirit that she had until I stepped into skincare. And it was because I had to make my own products because I couldn't use what was in the store. And I was already buying handmade, and through a series of chain events, I realized that I could do this myself and put what I wanted in it.
Now, hold up, pause. How old were you at this point?
Oh, gosh. That was 6 years ago.
Okay. So prior to that, you wasn't even thinking about, okay. Even seeing your mom.
Even seeing my mom, because, you're taught to go to school, you get a job, and you work your way up the ladder.
It's a program.
And I did that.
Yeah.
I got a job, had good jobs. I have a good job now. worked my way up the ladder. But at the end of the day, it's not the paycheck that makes you happy. It's
I
what
was
you're
just about to say,
doing.
are you happy at your job?
Exactly.
Are you
It's what
happy?
you're doing.
Are you on camera? Hey, we'll blur it out. Just like, hey, we're looking at you. Are you happy? Because we're thinking about this race. Okay, don't answer that question. Don't answer that question.
I
Okay.
enjoy my team.
Shout out to the team. We love you. Okay, gotcha. But compare it now. Compare it to the entrepreneurship and your happy place at your job. Okay, we're gonna say that, and your happy team. Which one has the most weight as far as the happy zone?
Definitely my business.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So if we could say and make everything work, it would be FreSoul all day.
All day.
That's what's up.
All day.
Where'd you come with the name?
Oh wow. So FreSoul actually started off as Serene Naturals.
Okay.
When we very first started, Serene's my middle name.
Okay.
And I thought it was unique, and nobody's gonna have that name.
That is so funny. I want y'all to meet. Her name's Ebony Jones. She does similar stuff. I talked to her. I said, man, I think I found your new sister or something. And her middle name is Nigel.
Okay.
And her deal's called Just Nigel, and it's her middle name. Nobody knows her middle name, so that's kind of cool that you did that. I love the name.
Thank you.
I love the brand. I love the packaging. I love how you rolling it out, and I love the meaning behind it.
Yeah. So started off as Serene Naturals, and then through a series of events, changed the name again to True Joy.
Okay.
And just here recently, when I was relaunching, I realized that I wasn't going to be able to get trademarked True Joy. I wasn't going to be able to get it trademarked due to it being too similar to another big brand that was out there. So I was like, okay, cool.
It happens a lot.
No, I wasn't like, okay, cool. Actually, I panicked because I'd already decided I was going to do the launch party, and I was panicking. So started texting friends and family. I was like, hey, I got to figure out a new name. I need to get this done within the next couple of days. And, I told you my mom passed away in 2022. And, it was said, well, maybe I can do something to dedicate this to her because she loved this brand as much as I did.
Yeah.
If not more.
Yeah.
And my aunt, she texted me, she's like, what about FreSoul? Because
her sister.
Yes, her sister. What about FreSoul? Because she's a FreSoul now.
I love it.
And I was like, that's
perfect.
It. That's it. Yeah.
Perfect.
So I love it. And, we'll probably get into it, but, it's got a threefold meaning to it. So, yeah.
We talk about the journey of an entrepreneur, right? Mm-hmm. And I was just talking to my brother, he's here with me. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to him about the journey as you begin entrepreneurship. Like, pretend you're on the top of a hill, mm-hmm. and there's this big boulder. Now, you got to move the boulder.
Right.
And it's on top of the hill. The hardest part is the beginning of moving it before it starts rolling down. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, I think that the story goes that you started it, then stopped, and now here we are with the relaunch.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that?
Yeah, sure. So, started my skincare brand in 2019. And, it was some ups and downs, but I was still kind of pushing it, still, doing what I could here and there. And a huge part of that was my mom. She was there for me with whatever I needed. She was at every single show that I did. I could call her up at 2 a.m. and bounce ideas off of her.
Already, yeah.
She'd come over to the house and help me make products. And so she passed suddenly in November 2022. And that was a huge loss for me.
I know that pain very well.
Yeah. So, the area in my house where I work, it just, everything kind of came to a standstill.
Yeah. Which is understood.
And, I really just didn't know how I was going to do it without her there. And fast forward 7 months, and I lost my dad in June of the next year. And at that point, I was like, okay, I'm done.
They say life be life.
Yes. And at that point, I was just like, this is just too much. Yeah. And I can't, I just don't see how I'm going to continue doing this. So I had already kind of made up my mind that I was going to shut the doors. So everything was shutting down.
Gotcha.
Fast forward to December of last year.
Okay.
And mind you, throughout this time, I have friends telling me, you should keep going, trying to be encouraging. And I was hearing it, but I was like,
Yeah.
Well, I started getting messages from customers saying, "Hey, are you still making this? Hey, when are you gonna?"
Money knocking at the door.
Yeah, and it was for me. It was kind of a revelation because, until you go and do the thing, you don't know who you're touching.
That is so true.
And so all of these people that I didn't even realize, some of these people I even met them at a show or they've just purchased online. Never met them before, but that product touched them in a way that they needed more. They wanted more.
Yes.
And were looking for it.
Yes.
And so honestly, I just have to say I woke up one day and was like,
it's time.
It's time.
Let's go. Shout out to you betting on you.
Thank you.
Shout out. I talk about this all the time. I never play poker. You ever play poker?
No.
I never play poker, but the craziest thing, the poker movies are my favorite. Ocean 11, Casino,
Same.
all the way. I don't know why. I watch it over and over and over. And the crazy thing that watching these movies, what I've learned about these movies, which is dope about poker, is that it could be 5 to 6 people at this table, and we can all have a deck of cards. We have a hand, and you can have the worst hand in poker, but still win.
Yep.
Because you have to have that poker face. You have to have that belief, and you got to be like, no matter what, I'm going to win.
Exactly.
Right? And when I hear an entrepreneur like yourself just say what you just said, I get happy because I feel like my purpose is to help that person motivate their dream. That's where Dream Motivates comes from. And so I'm super happy and proud of you just as a brother that you are pushing forth, going in, and the best is yet to come for you.
I agree.
The best is yet to come. So you heard about Dream.
Yeah.
At another shout out to Lady T. Yeah. She's one of my clients, amazing person. And you called me about just emceeing your event, which I can't wait to hang out with you on that special day. But little did you know that you're gonna run into all this marketing stuff. I know. And let's talk about your branding and marketing and just packaging. Now, before we go into the packaging and branding, for everybody to understand, I know what makes your product so different.
Right.
Because I've never heard, you said you make the candles up from some type of, I was like, what? I've never heard of it. It was like, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about your products.
Yeah. So FreSoul is about handmade skincare, right? That's one component, but it's also about finding and using natural ingredients. For instance, the candle, right? I'm not using soy or paraffin. I'm using a coconut apricot wax. It's made from
coconut apricot.
Yes.
Mo, you ever heard that?
No.
Coconut apricot. Yes. Shout out to I need to get my hand on. Okay.
You said I don't use soy.
I know. I'm like, yeah, I've heard of soy. I've heard of the other stuff, but I've never heard of it. Okay. All right. This is interesting.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And I have to start with, kind of the root of all this, which was handmade bar soap.
Okay.
That's what I kind of fell in love with making because there's a creative aspect to it, but there's a science to it. And I can use whatever butters and oils I want. I mean, who not thought that, the coconut oil and the cocoa butter and the mango butter that you use on your skin, you mix those up with some, lye and you make soap.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, I learned a little bit. I did some research for you, some homework.
Okay.
Make sure I'm all right.
Yeah.
Based on the soap, it has to cure. It takes a little bit.
Yeah.
So you can't just make soap and say, here you go.
You shouldn't. Now, there are some that do.
Yeah.
Me and my house.
Yes.
We cure our soaps for 4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6. That's a long time.
It's a long time.
So you got soaps on deck.
On deck. You got to plan ahead.
Wow. You have a great product. Now, I don't know what's in the bag, but I heard that you might have brought me some.
I might have brought you.
I'm trying to see what we might got going on so we can show my people.
You told me that you like the mahogany teakwood.
Oh,
so here we go.
Yo, shout out. Hold on. Whoa, that smells amazing. Yo, is this the jar it comes in?
That is the jar that...
It's heavy.
Yes, that's a 12.5-ounce candle.
Okay, so now so this is my first time my eyeballs have seen a wooden wick. Now talk to me about this.
So I switched to wooden wicks, and I'll be honest, on the maker side, they're a little tricky to work with, but the outcome of when you're burning the candle, you get a cleaner burn. a lot of customers like the crackling sound like a fire would
Mm-hmm.
make that you get from
I'm
a
about to
wooden
rock
wick.
this boy tonight.
So
Man,
that's
this
why
smells
I love
good, Mo.
working with wooden wicks.
Whoa. All right, now this is one of your products,
Yes.
and then you have.
So when we launch, we're going to have candles and the bar soap.
Okay.
We'll also have whipped soap, which is in a jar.
Okay.
And we'll
Hold
also
on, time out. Whipped soap. Okay, I'm trying to get a visual. Hold on.
see my husband shaking his
It's
head
the
because
whip. It's the you go hit it, boom, bop, bop. Okay,
yep,
I've never seen that.
yep,
Okay,
yep. It's in a jar and
cool.
it's got a fluffy texture and
All right.
it lathers amazing.
Shout out to the whip.
Skin so soft.
Come on, we gotta get
Yes.
some of this whip in our life. So we got the whip soap, we got the candle,
And then we'll have the sugar scrubs.
sugar scrub. Now I've heard about that. My wife loves that.
Now these are foaming sugar scrubs.
Oh wow.
Have you heard about that?
No, I have not.
So it's kind of like a scrub and a soap in one.
Got you. And the price points, like something like this, they're ready to shop. So let's go ahead and get it pop. For a candle like this, man, this thing is heavy. Why is it so heavy?
Well, the jar, right? Because I want
really
you to be
nice.
able to use that jar when it's done. You can either put another candle in it, or you can, decorate, put some flowers in it or something.
Listen, we're not playing with y'all right here. You better come on and get some of this. So, how much is this? Something like this cost?
So that candle is going to run about $30.
This is nice. I love it. This, I've seen something like this when I was at the airport. I think Joe Malone.
Okay. Yeah.
Had a cool. It looks super expensive like this. I mean, you could tell this is quality.
Thank you.
And then you can get some. Now you did the butter. Now we got
Body
up here
creams.
the Carefree Skincare. No, that's the candle. All right, and then I know the.
So I also do a body butter and
the
a body cream.
butter. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So all this stuff is made with just like organic.
All natural, all natural.
See, people are looking for that.
Yeah, all natural.
Let's talk. Let's educate people. Why should we go organic? I mean, you kind of schooled me, but let's school everybody.
I mean, do you enjoy picking up a product and not being able to read the ingredients on the back?
No.
Not knowing what it is?
No.
So that's the reason. You can read the ingredients on my products. You know what it is. You probably have some in your house.
Yes.
And I've just taken the liberty of mixing it all together and making it into something lovely.
Wow. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm super proud of you. Before we get out of here, let's talk about how can we order now? How can we contact you? And let's talk about your grand opening. That's this big deal that we got going on, all right?
So the website is www.FreSoul, FreSoulSkincare.com. And if you go there today, there's going to be a newsletter that you can sign up for. That will give you updates on everything that we're doing.
Awesome.
Okay.
Smart. The
relaunch party for FreSoul, which I'm super excited about, is going to be held on June the 30th.
Yep.
Which is a Sunday from 2 to 6.
Sunday fun day.
And it will be in North Richland Hills at Swanky Spaces.
Swanky Spaces.
Swanky Spaces.
Oh, Swanky. Oh,
yeah.
I heard about that spot.
Yeah.
Swanky Spaces. And let's go, some people are looking for a pen right now. They're opening up their notes, so y'all tripping. Let's go ahead and give them again. How can we get in contact you? Let's talk about the event one more time. And then social media.
Oh, gotcha. So the website is www.FreSoulSkincare.com. On all social media outlets, it will be Discover FreSoul on Instagram, YouTube, and what's the other one? TikTok? TikTok and Threads also.
Yeah, there you go.
And the launch party will be on Sunday, June the 30th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. in North Richland Hills at Swanky Spaces.
Let's go. Hosted by yours truly. We're going to be having a good time. So listen, for anybody that's in that area that would like to come and check out an amazing monumental moment, we're still doing the candlelight for Mom.
Yes.
Okay, so we're doing the candlelight presentation for Mom. Just real dope deal, and then you got an opportunity for them to get their shirt.
Yeah, it's actually gonna be a bundle deal.
Come on, let's talk about it. Y'all, I know y'all like bundles, right?
So,
who don't like the bundle? Let's go with the bundle.
The bundle will include the T-shirt that I'm wearing right now, along
it's a nice
with.
T-shirt.
It is very nice, actually. I'm enjoying it. So the bundle will have a T-shirt and a candle and a sample of our top 3 sellers, which will be the body cream, the whip soap, and the sugar scrub.
You know what? I can't wait. This whip soap, I got to check this out. I've definitely never seen that in my life. So we got a couple of things coming up. And I just want to say from one entrepreneur to the next. I'm super proud of you.
Thank
I
you.
have been. I think we was on the phone like for an hour and a half one day.
Yeah.
Like we're just vibing out. You know what I'm saying? I was able to pour into you so you can keep pursuing your dreams, pursuing everything that God has for you.
Thank you.
Don't
Thank you.
don't stop.
No.
No matter what,
Yeah.
do not stop. No matter what, keep going, keep grinding, and stay focused.
Thank you.
Get away from distractions. Don't get derailed.
Mm-hmm.
Stay right there. Stay focused on your vision, your dream,
Gotcha.
and make Mama proud. She's here with you.
Oh, definitely.
She's over there. Hey, Mama, she's sitting rocking with you right now. And with her FreSoul, we appreciate your FreSoul.
Thank you.
And shout out to the husband, man. Shout out to the man of the hour and being here. I was just talking to my friend. I've been married for 14 years. I can't teach anybody more than that. No, I'm sorry. I've been married 10 years. We've been together 14 years.
Gotcha.
My brother been married 16. You guys been married
21.
Whoa, won't you do something for me? 21. How do y'all do that?
Oh,
What's the
man.
key? Go on, give us a key before we go. Key to
Respect
21 years.
And listening.
Who's the hard hit?
Me.
Okay. I got you, bro. I got you. You know what? Shout out to you being real about that. It's amazing. Marriage works, and I thank you guys for being encouraging to me to continue on for my marriage. Absolutely. I have an amazing wife. She's my best friend, and I'm super happy about you guys' journey. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
So congratulations. You
Thank
did
you.
it. You here. And we are here to support anytime you need Dream Media.
Appreciate it.
All
Thank
right?
you. Thank you again for having me.
Listen, guys, if you are in an entrepreneur space, this is the spot for you. Entrepreneur Blueprint, how real life stories. This is not made up. People do start. They do get derailed sometimes, but focus. The attention goes where the focus flows. Focus on good energy, good people, good vibrations, and free your soul. My sister and her character, man, it's gonna be amazing. If they want to shop, one more time, y'all might have missed it.
Yep.
If they want to shop right now, how can we go?
The website is www.freesoulskincare.com.
Boom, just like that. It's your man, Dream and Dream Motivates. Like I always say, keep God first and always out-earn the problem. Let's get it.